What's up, Archibald Bigsby Nation? We're doing a video about someone I haven't covered in a long fucking time, dude. We're covering neurodivergent Nate, my favorite content creator on this app. Anyway, let's get into the little first chapter, shouldn't we? And I got two quick things. Please don't go in this guy's comment section. Don't go to this guy's account. Don't fucking harass him. Because listen, this is meant to be a funny video that's really just meant to discredit him. It's meant to discredit him, and it's meant to argue against his claims of like a bunch of transphobic shit and more make fun of like the transphobia in general. However, this does not mean go to his page and say some mean shit. I swear to God, I will kill you if you do that. You know, I may disagree with this guy, but he does not deserve a bunch of fucking online harassment. And also, another thing before I start, there's someone who commented on my last video about Nate, sent me a bunch of really helpful videos, really helped me structure this video. Their ad is going to be right up here, somewhere up here. Please go follow them. I appreciate it so hard. Walk in the place and they all want to know. Walk in the place and they all go. So, credit where credit is due. Nate is someone who's very educated. He's very educated. He knows a lot about parenting. He knows a lot about early childhood development. He's worked as a special ed teacher. He's someone who knows his stuff, right? But I have a problem with him when it comes to judging other people's parenting a little too hard. And I'm going to show you some examples real quick.
And the raggediest people in humanity are the people who continue to have children that you cannot take care of.
This is why I say poor people shouldn't be having children while they are actively in poverty.
This is a fucking wild way to start a video, dude. But like that, while they're still active in poverty line is carrying a lot of weight here.
Because you can't even take care of the children that you already have. And like, what child wants to be born into poverty? You know, it's really selfish because then they act like a victim. They want to blame the government. They want to blame the systems that keep them oppressed. But no one made the choice for you to lie down with a deadbeat person who is not there to support you and help you raise the kids that you both created.
There's definitely some truth to this take. As he further explains, I can definitely see where he's coming from. But I think in general, saying poor people shouldn't be having kids brings a big connotation. But you know what? For now, I'm going to give him it. He had a pretty reasonable point here, and I see why he's getting some support on this video.
Gentle parenting does not work. Check it out.
No, hands are not for hitting. Hands are not for hitting. I don't like that. Are you ready to be nice?
Gentle parenting wants to be authoritative parenting so bad, and authoritative parenting would never allow a child to hit, scratch, grab objects and hit their mom in the head with it.
What the fuck is authoritative parenting? But anyway, this is another neurodivergent Nate banger. He slayed on this one, bro. And I'm saying that. I'm fucking saying that word. I'm like a goddamn 14-year-old white girl right now. And I'll say it again. I'll say it fucking again, dude.
Why is the internet not working? The same reason you're not working.
Oh.
Did you turn off the internet? Maybe. Turn it back on. No. No. Turn back on the freaking internet.
Why are you yelling at your mom?
No. You better turn back on that freaking internet. Oh. Lock the door.
What?
Open it up. No.
This one was just like fucking funny to me because it's so obviously a skit. Like that's so obviously not real, but he takes it. He takes the bait, dude. So fucking easily.
Do you want me to thank you? Really?
Brinley was not having it. Wanted to keep giving the dogs food and take.
You hear how he fucking says Brimley was not having it. He lifts up his goddamn glasses. He's beefing with this toddler, bro. He's beefing with this fucking toddler. He's making a Brimley expose. This is his Brimley expose video. Later on in the clip, he shows other videos of them, but you know what? Fuck it. I'm goddamn moving on to my next point. Alright, title card time. Walk in the place and they all wanna know. Walk in the place and they all go.
Stop allowing your kids to be fucking weirdos. Stop doing that. He's just being a hoe.
Parents that are raising furries would fall under this category. If you are raising a child that believes they are a furry and you are encouraging it and respecting that, you are a trashy parent. You are raising a weirdo. It's so bad that we have school districts now that are giving litter boxes to students to use that identify as furries because parents have caused such an uprise that their child that identifies as a furry can't use the toilet.
And here Nate, the litter box warrior, arms up for battle. He is ready to take on his fierce opponent, a bunch of like 11-year-old furries. But the thing is, this litter box thing never fucking happened, dude. This isn't real. This is the litter box incident that like all these news chasers talk about. It was for a cat. It was for a fucking cat. It was for someone's cat. It's not real. You're getting mad at nothing. You want to dislike furries, so you just like make some shit up, dude. Like, sure, okay. I don't care if you're a furry. Like, I don't understand it. I don't understand it at all. And sure, I think it's kind of fucking weird. But you know what? There's a lot of things I do that other people think are fucking weird. So am I gonna sit here and judge it? No. Do you really think this is real? Where are they gonna put litter boxes into schools, bro? You fall for this. Hook, line, and sinker. Hook, line, and fucking sinker.
What baffles me is that we are allowing kids to piss and take a shit in litter boxes.
Walk in the place and they all wanna know. Walk in the place and they all go. Walk in the place and they all wanna know. Walk in the place and they all go. Hit it one bitch, hit it two bitch. I just wanna go get a new lick. Hit it one bitch, hit it two bitch. I just gonna go get a new lick.
The furries, if they bite me, can we put them down? Like,
See, I was gonna make a whole clip further explaining the whole like furry arc shit, but I think that whole little sequence did it right there. Shout out to the person who did that drawing. I'm gonna have their @ up on screen, and I think that was really golden. So now it's time for a little bit of background. See, I'm not new to this hate train on neurodivergent Nate, on our fucking Therian King, goddamn. Nah, I've been at this since day fucking one, bro. Since day goddamn one. So back about a year ago, when I was first starting my TikTok page, way early on, I had made a little like mini video essay on him. I'm not showing it because it's old and it's embarrassing, but you can find it on my TikTok really easily. You can find it on there so fucking easily. But yeah, so I made that video. I think I called him a furry in it, kind of the same criticisms I had here, but just less angry and a little more boring because I wasn't used to speaking on there. And bro didn't react very well. So I tagged him, and he blocked me. Pretty reasonable reaction. Okay, whatever. I don't care. But he fucking reported my goddamn video, bro. It pissed me off. It got taken down. But when I appealed it, TikTok, being as good as they are sometimes about appealing shit, they got it back up. I love you, TikTok. They're actually so much better about appeals than YouTube is. It's incredible. But yeah. So after my little scuffle with Mr. Nate here, my little fucking, I don't know what to call it, my little scrabble. No, squabble is the word I was looking for. I was trying to call it a squabble. I went kind of out of the whole neurodivergent Nate verse. I really got disconnected, but recently someone commented on my video, and I'm going to put their @ up here again. They helped me get so many of these clips, and I'm very fucking thankful. But they got me back into him. And since election season, a little bit before that even, he's been on a bit of a new arc. And let me just show you this real quick.
Teachers willing to fight off ICE shouldn't be teaching, and if they do, they never will be teaching because they will be interfering with the federal investigation, which would get them multiple felony charges.
I'm not just MAGA, I'm Dark Gothic MAGA.
Who's fucking surprised? Who's surprised? No one, let's be real.
Is there a way to carry out mass deportation without separating families?
Of course there's. Families can be deported together.
As a former special ed teacher who voted for Trump, I agree we can deport families together that are here illegally. Keyword, illegally.
I can't fucking do it, bro. I can't fucking do it. I can't do it. How? I want to argue against this, but it's just so fucking comical. Oh yeah, we could deport families together. Like that makes like that makes anything fucking better, bro. Oh yeah, now we're deporting the children with them. It's more ethical now, guys. Guys, no. We're deporting the families together. You don't get it. This isn't unethical. We're not separating the families. They're getting deported. Oh, I fucking hate this guy so goddamn much. So he posted some fucking Trump videos for a while. They're not really that interesting, so I'm not going to get into them. But around this time, he found a new enemy. His eyes were locked on to someone new. And that people group was trans people. I don't know why he's so worried about trans people, but he definitely makes a lot of videos about it, so let's start it.
I was just in the women's room at a cheesecake factory.
Did you get lost on the way to the men's restroom?
When I walked in, there was this little girl, like 3 years old, tops. She was standing there alone.
You're not building a good case for yourself right now, buddy.
Me and this little girl and no one else. When the parent, who I don't know, leaves the stall, exits the stall, and sees me.
Parents, would you be okay with Lily Tino being in the bathroom with your 3-year-old daughter by themselves?
They might make an assumption based on untrue things that they've heard.
Assumptions aside, the fact is there's a man in the women's restroom standing next to a 3-year-old little girl without a parent.
See, I could take a moment and rant about how fucking, like, backwards I think this is, how dumb I think this is. But I'm not going to do that. Instead, I want to present a scenario. Would you be comfortable with your young son in the bathroom coming across neurodivergent Nate? No, you fucking wouldn't. I would not trust goddamn neurodivergent Nate around my goddamn children, bro. If neurodivergent Nate's in that bathroom, I'm making some assumptions. He should be in, no, not the women's bathroom either, because you know what he's going to do up in there. Either way, it's a recipe for disaster. We're going to ban him from all the bathrooms. Yeah. How you feel about that, fucking Nate? Oh, yeah.
I have been misgendered 3 times in the past 24 hours at restaurants.
Misgendered at a restaurant. I wonder what the server said.
And the server said, "What about you, sir? What would you like to eat?"
I don't see the problem, and honestly, the service worker probably needs a raise.
Our jaws were on the floor, and we decided to leave because it was just a bad vibe.
I guess reality is just not the vibe for Lily Tino.
I was at another restaurant for lunch, and they showed me my seat and said, "Here you go, sir." And I said, "I am not a sir." And then I left.
Oh no, I bet the establishment was heartbroken that you decided not to dine at their restaurant.
And I went to a new restaurant, and I asked before I sit down, where's the bathroom, please? And they said, "Oh, it's right this way, sir." And I just left because I wasn't comfortable anymore.
It's like we no longer live in a world where 1 + 1 is 2 and the sky is blue, because apparently the sky is purple and 1 + 1 is 2 or 3 depending on what it identifies as.
Thank you, Nate. Thank you. You know, I bet when Lily Tino posted this video, she was really waiting for your input. And here you go. Here's a little badge you get for misgendering a trans woman a bunch of times. Does this make you feel special? Do you feel like you're fighting against the woke mind virus, Nate? What do you get out of this? Like, what? Why do you care? Why do you care? So now, I think it's time, as I close out this video, to revisit Nate's opinions on poor people. How he thinks they haven't, how he thinks they shouldn't have kids. Because I feel like there's a lot of valuable insight to be learned after we went through this whole world. So let's revisit that, shall we?
President Trump just signed an executive order for no more food stamps and cash assistance. How people finna live that's on food stamp assistance?
You get a job. You know, like the jobs the American taxpayers hold while they were paying into EBT? Yeah. You gotta go get what they have.
Why would President Trump sign an executive order for people to not get no food stamps and no more cash assistance?
One, food stamps and cash assistance are meant to be temporary, so I don't know why you're upset that it's gone. And second, there are way too many able-bodied people on EBT and receiving cash assistance that can go out and get a job.
This is where you see the take get a little more extreme, right? But in this one, I can still see agreeing with him. I can still see why people are commenting agreeing. But obviously, getting a job isn't that fucking easy. There's so many hurdles. You gotta have a goddamn car because it's the USA. Cars are goddamn expensive. You gotta have the gas. You gotta be living in an area that has a lot of employment opportunities. But anyway, let's take this in a good light, okay? And then I want to move on to the next video.
I need y'all to realize that if you take away the option for parents on SNAP benefits to get candy and junk food,
We will actually be making America healthy again.
that means children aren't having birthday parties. That means children aren't having birthday cakes.
You know you can make a cake out of chickpeas and beans, right? And it requires significantly less ingredients than making a traditional cake. And
Imagine being fucking Nate's kid, bro. Receiving that shit as a birthday cake, I'd be fucking pissed off. That's like how you fucking scar a kid for life, giving him a goddamn chickpea cake, really? And I want to talk about something, right? So, Nate has had this take about you can't buy junk food on EBT. You shouldn't be buying unhealthy food. But I wanna discuss something. So, excuse me, I'm pulling up my goddamn source for this like it's a fucking debate round. So I'm getting this from foodispower.org on their article about food deserts. So about 2.3 people, or 2.2% of all U.S. households, live more than a mile away from a supermarket and do not own a car. In urban areas, access to public transportation may help residents overcome this difficulty, but economic forces have driven grocery stores out of many cities in recent years, making them few and far between. So, let me say, right? And these areas that don't have grocery stores tend to be the most, disaffected, most in poverty. I don't have a source for that, so you know what? It might be fucking wrong. I don't really care, but let's say you can't afford a car. You don't have a supermarket nearby. And you're on EBT, which I bet is a pretty common situation. How are you supposed to buy this healthy food? If, let's say, the best source of food you have is a goddamn fucking Dollar General down the street, you're not going to be getting good food. You're not going to be getting good food, bro. But you got to remember, Nate doesn't really care about the logistics. He just doesn't like the idea of people having government assistance. He's looking here trying to fucking judge these people for their situation and blame them. Let me show you this clip real quick.
You cannot financial literacy your way out of poverty, and I really wish I would stop fucking acting like you can.
poverty is a choice. Even if you're born into it, you can choose to get out of it. And yes, it is totally capable without having support systems to get you out of there. My parents did it. My dad, when he was 18, lived in the garage until his high school graduation date, then shipped out to the Marine Corps boot camp, did his 4 years, worked in aviation, got an aviation degree, and worked for NASA. And
Let's say that again. Let's say what he just said. With me now. Poverty is a choice. Poverty is a choice. And I'm not going to get into depths here. I'm not going to get into the complicated, well, what about this situation? I feel like most people watching know that there are certain cases where you were born into poverty and you don't really have a way out. You know, we don't live in a perfect meritocracy. There are some people who are born in poverty and because of their situation, they're just fucking stuck there. And you know what? If you disagree with me, I don't care. But I wanna talk a little bit more. Why I find this take so fucking troubling is because this societal stigma we have around food stamps, really fucking makes it hard for some people who really need the food stamps to go get themselves out there, because they know, oh, what if I like goddamn fucking friend is out there and now they're telling everyone I'm EBT. This is the shit. This is the kind of content that makes people ashamed of being on EBT. If you need EBT, you fucking need EBT. I don't care. I'm sure like a lot of people rely on it, but that's just kind of part of government assistance, and I would rather have some people relying on it than some people who really need it not getting it. But anyway, this is my last video. So there's one last argument I can imagine making on Nate's behalf. Oh, maybe he's just arguing that, let's say even you have an accidental pregnancy in, like, goddamn poverty. You think he'd let them have, like, an abortion if it was early term, right? Well, watch this goddamn video.
No life if you get an abortion. It's a fact. Stop! Stop! And to the women that are gonna come for me saying, Nate, you're a man, you can't speak on this. You're the same women that will say that a trans woman with a full face of a fucking beard can go into a bathroom with a little girl and say, this saves lives! Yet here you are advocating for unaliving children in the womb.
This is like a video where I make fun of some dude, make fun of his beliefs, but I want to get serious. I want to get really serious for a second. That's just fucked up. What he's saying throughout this video, it's just fucked up. And that's plain to see, dude. And I don't think it takes a genius to realize that. And I think a lot of what he's promoting, guess what? I've already said it. It's pretty goddamn fucked up. And I shouldn't be laughing in this video at all. I mean, shouldn't be laughing at all. Because he's promoting some stuff that can really harm society as a whole, harm a bunch of kids. It's not okay. But as I close out this video, I really want to thank y'all. I really want to thank y'all for coming here, sitting through this whole thing. This is the first time I've made a video like this, so definitely go in the comments on TikTok or YouTube and let me know what you think. I really fucking appreciate you staying here till the end. Like, I know like every YouTuber says that, but like, no, for real. Like, staying till the end. Like, when I see y'all actually enjoy some of my content, most rewarding fucking feeling in the world. Whether it's my music, my TikToks, my YouTube. I fucking love y'all who come back for every video. And, you know, have a good day, good evening, good night, whatever it is. And, you know, farewell.